again, we live. What's popping? What's going on? Most important, who's listening podcast. Got a special guest in the building today. The young GOAT, Mr. Joe Phillips.
Yeah.
What you got going on, man? We in the building, man. Appreciate you for taking the time out.
Sure.
I'm gonna just start off real quick and just a little fun fact. I ain't think bro was gonna show up today. I had text him, and I ain't realize he was in practice still. I'm like, man, dang, bro done stood me up. Bro, hit me up on the FaceTime. Bro, I'm coming. Just got out of practice. And he said, I try to do what I say I'm going to do. And for a young gentleman, man, that's major. But let's get into this thing. Who is Joe Phillips?
Like he said, Joe Phillips. I'm from Short, Alabama. Got a big family. My daddy got about 13 kids.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a lot of everybody, same reaction every time. Went to Booker T High. Been in Tuskegee my whole life, all that. Graduated. Now I'm at Auburn. And yeah.
Okay. So Auburn, of course, football. What would you say inspired you to take on sports? Like, was it anybody from Shorter? Was it any professional person? Was it mom, dad, uncle, brother?
All right, so backstory.
Okay.
Elementary. My oldest brother, Joe Phillips.
So all y'all Joes?
Y'all is Joes.
So Joe 1, Joe 2, Joe 3? How many Joe?
Joe 4. My granddaddy, Joe 2.
Okay.
So yeah, all them played sports for one.
Right.
So it was like in the blood, but like I really wasn't stunned. But I was seeing my brother, like he was playing ball, doing his thing. I used to be mad because I couldn't go to the games. So I had to figure out a way to get to the games, and the only way I did that was by playing ball. Because like they used to have a thing where we played in Little League.
Okay.
We'll make some games, like they'll take us to the
they'll
games.
take you to the
so
game.
I had people who was going to the games as in like teammates. I tried to get in with their family and stuff because my dad, he always working.
Right.
Like 13 kids, you got to take care of people.
Right.
You can't just be out here.
Hey,
You know
I
what
feel
I'm
him on
saying?
that,
So,
bro.
My brother was my biggest motivation, though, to answer the question.
And so what was his best sport? Basketball or football?
Well, I need it because I'm better on both of them. I'll probably say basketball, and my brother can hoop.
Basketball, he can hoop.
Yeah, because
I think I remember him hooping, man. He hooped the BTW, right? Yeah. I think I remember that little squad right there.
They was good.
So you say you better than them in both of them?
Yeah, I kill them now. You can't mess.
One-on-one.
But it took me about 6 years.
6 years.
Like,
So you got that W.
I started trying to beat him probably like 7th grade. I ain't get it until about my 11th grade. He hung it up. Now everything just be about me, like practice,
right.
making sure I'm taking care of business.
That's
like he done
big.
been through it, so he know
That's big.
how to
That's
help
big.
me.
Did he attend? Did he?
He went to TU for I think like 2 years.
Okay.
But he decided like it's just not for him.
Right. And it be like that sometime, man.
I mean, going through it now, I see why.
When what would you say the time was when you was just like, okay, you say you started in elementary, you started playing so you can get in the game. When would you say that time was when you was like, you know what, I need to take this serious. I might be all right.
11th grade.
11th grade.
And it's so surprising. Okay, so like I only played 2 full years of high school football.
Okay.
I had stopped playing football around about, I think it was like 6th grade. Once he had left, he had went to Montgomery with a team. I didn't play football anymore because I didn't care for it. I was just playing basketball. Right. But when Coach O'Neal, I was working at McDonald's. They had came in there one day, and they was like, "You go to Booker T on it." And they was like, "So what you do?" I just play basketball. I don't do no football.
Seen inside.
Seen the side. Like he seen it in me, and that was his first day meet me. Him and his pops, and they were like, "Come try out for football."
Right.
I went out there in the summer. I was just going through it. I was playing safety, but the 4th game of the season, I got switched from safety to outside linebacker. Because at safety, I was blowing the games, like getting bombed on. I wasn't supposed to be back there. I'm all up here in the front.
Right.
So yeah, I got switched to linebacker, and then that game, I think I had almost like 20 tackles.
So that's strong. So them switching you from safety to line, it didn't mess with you?
Nah.
You know, because some people can be like, oh, man, they, you know what I'm saying? Like it can rattle, but you kind of you felt like that was the best move, probably.
Even with Coach O'Neal, I got so much faith in him to the point where like he could have told me to go play quarterback, which I did play quarterback in the season, and like he got a vision that he gonna make it work.
Yeah.
So like I was like, I'm doing it for him, because at the end of the day, like I wasn't playing football then to like get no offer or none of that. I was just playing because a coach
came and asked you to.
He believed in me.
And man, that Coach O'Neal, salute him, and that's a solid guy.
I be trying to tell, like, I don't care how much you try to tear him down, like to
He's
this day,
guy,
like he still contact me every day. Like I still go see him. I'm still talking to him, still getting knowledge and all.
Yeah, Coach O'Neal, man, that's my guy. He come in, him and his wife, they get them steaks.
Yeah.
She get a medium rare steak. Told me one time, steakhouses don't cook them better than we cook them up here by. So salute to O'Neal. I told him I'm gonna get him on the show too, though.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, I told him I was gonna get him on the show.
They're gonna be legendary.
Dual athlete. Basketball, football. Can you play baseball? No baseball.
I ain't touching no baseball.
So
I'm about to get hit.
So which one would you say you the best at? I know you doing your thing in the football. I know. That's where the scholarship at. But if you had to pick, which one would you say? If you was a coach and you got a college and you looking at Joe Phillips and you got scholarships for basketball or for football, which one would you get Joe Phillips the scholarship in? I know you can get it in both.
Yeah, but okay, so due to injuries, I have no choice but to pick football. But if I was completely like never got hurt or anything, I'm choosing basketball. Basketball was my first love.
What position?
I mean, now I have to be a one or a two. But like with me not getting hurt, I would have been able to train, do all the movements and all that every day, just like the average guard or two do.
So when you got hurt, when did you get hurt?
My first one was my 8th grade summer. I split my kneecap and stuff in half, 2 of my patella tendons, all that stuff was gone.
Basketball?
I was in Atlanta at an AAU tournament. They had a wet spot on the floor, and they ain't clean it up. And it's so crazy because I laid down on that floor for almost an hour because the referee was a referee, and he didn't call the ambulance. So I'm just sitting down there just in pain.
In Atlanta?
In Atlanta.
Yeah, man. I tore my ACL at a basketball camp, but I wasn't down there for no hour.
Yeah, we thinking that he called. He didn't call nobody.
But you just laying there.
I'm just laying there. They didn't pick me up off the floor. It didn't feel and bent and did some more stuff. I'm hot.
So what was that, like you said it was AU?
It was AAU tournament.
AAU tournament.
Then it came back again my 10th grade year during basketball season. I tore my meniscus. And then since then, like really since I got to college, I had no more problems. We trained so much and they build you up.
Yeah, I figured that. Coming up, what were some of the challenges you faced?
My biggest challenge is probably losing my mom. Okay. I lost my mom in 6th grade due to suicide. Right. She had a lot of problems going on. My uncle had just passed 2 years prior to that. So like with that was probably my biggest challenge. And then like having to see my little sister every day, like before she had left, she had told me, I guess she knew she was doing it. She had told me, like, make sure I take care of my sisters, like, forever. So, like, I mean, I got to look at them every day. And, like, that's constantly reminding me, like, I got to make sure they good. That. So, and then my little sister look just like her.
Really?
And they don't make it no better, like.
Yeah.
That's the biggest challenge.
That was pretty. So, how did you cope with that? Like, did you look towards sports or did you have to get a therapist or... Like, and I'm just asking just for people that may watch, and because I lost a parent, but of course I was older. But at a young age, I only can imagine.
Really, I ain't like I was spiraling out of control for a minute. I think I was dealing with it for almost about a good year and a half. But like, if it wasn't for my pops though, no telling where I'd be. Cause like he made sure like he kept me in sports, he kept me going somewhere, like
kept you occupied.
He tried to keep my mind off as much as he can, and I thank him for that. Like to this day, like he'll tell me, he was like, like when all that was happening, I was sending you here and sending you there, like it was to get your mind off it. Cause like, I done been everywhere almost, and the U.S.
Right.
Playing sports or doing anything. I'd have been around places.
Big shout out to Joe. Big shout out to Big Joe. Yeah, that's big, man. Like I said, I don't. Whew.
But then also, my brother, my homeboy Elijah Hall had lost his mom.
Okay.
I think probably like a little bit after. So with both of us going through it together, it was like he can do it while I can't.
Right.
So we was kind of like feeding off each other and just getting through it.
Any challenges as far as when it comes to playing sports, you got to do the homework, you got to do this.
Yeah.
Was that tough? How did you juggle that? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we forget about, just keep it a buck. They forget about academics.
Yeah, you're going to forget about it. Especially if you a big-time athlete.
Yeah.
And you just, because for one, you're going to feel like you just ain't even got to do it no more.
Right.
But with me, though, like with my pops and everything, like my household always was strict on bringing home good grades.
Right, okay.
So, like, it just translated over. And then, like, you got to think with us being from Shorter, from Tuskegee, you going to have family members that going to work inside the school system.
Yeah,
so, like,
they gonna keep
you ain't finna just be out here just doing anything because they going to be on you.
Yeah.
You're going to get tired of hearing it. So, you're going to eventually just do it. So, that's how I was with mine. I was just like, I don't want my daddy to have no bad look.
Right.
So, I'm going to make sure I can do anything to keep his look up.
That's big. What would you tell that young high schooler who has a bright future ahead? For example, how to avoid trouble, make conscious decisions or whatnot. What advice would you give that high schooler that's prime example, like a Marquez Daniel, somebody that's coming up, you know what I'm saying, that getting the light shine, some of the same light that you had shine. What kind of advice would you give them these next couple of years that they have left in school?
All right, so like since you brought up like Marquez, and there's a lot of other athletes that go to Booker T or either like some that's in Tallahassee that I do know and I do connect with. Like every day, I'm telling them like,
shout out to Tay Martin from Tallahassee, that's my guy.
You gotta go to class, bro. Like all your friends aren't good friends. Like you gotta know when to hang with certain people. Like you shouldn't be going to a party with somebody who you know finna take a gun with them.
Right.
Or you shouldn't be going to no party period where you know that stuff gonna be around. Like if I was out at a party and I seen Quiz, like he can tell you, I'd be like, bro, why you here?
Right.
Because for him, like he's younger for one.
Right.
I understand when it's time to leave, when it's time to stay. He's not gonna know that right now.
Right.
So I'd be like, why you here? Or like when I seeing stuff going on around, I'd be like, hey, bro, you gotta come from over there. Like, come over here. So you gotta learn. You really gotta learn how to isolate yourself.
Right.
And you're gonna lose friends in the process because I did. Because I was like, I can't do that no more. I'm not sitting outside with you to 1, 2 o'clock in the morning anymore. Because I gotta get up and I gotta go to practice. Right. I gotta go get my money. Like. I ain't trying to be stuck in Tuskegee.
I got you.
And I'm gonna tell them the same
I think
thing.
a lot of people don't understand that it only takes a split second for your life to change.
And it's the prime example. If you go look at Auburn football right now, one of our athletes who just got injured. Yeah. I don't know the details, but it's still
but it's still a split second.
You gotta move.
Yeah, a split second, man. I mean, and I don't even know what can be done or say, because you would think once people see other people's examples,
they would change.
But it don't work like that.
It's not so much of what you see. What I didn't learn, because I'm still young. As like in a child, we go out like who we around, like the people. Like for using you for an example, you're a good, hardworking man. You handling your business. If I be around you majority of the time, I'm gonna follow your traits. So like if your mama and daddy is at home and they not instilling in you, don't do this or don't do that, or you don't got homeboys around you who not trying to push you to go do this. Like when I come down here and some stuff going on, every one of my homeboys, they tell me, hey, it's time for you to go. If I'm at a party and something happen, they be like, Joe, it's time for you to leave. You can't be here. So you got to be around people who willing to help you.
Who really care about you.
Yeah, because being young, you're going to want to go out. You're going to want to do this.
Yeah. A kid going to be a kid, But, just jumping the gun, I have a daughter, and that's kind of what I hate. When I was young, me and Frank Walker, man, we hung out. Like young. Yeah. And not that our parents were no bad parents, not because we were responsible. Everybody knew us, but it was okay. It wasn't, the switches and stuff wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. You might get in a fight. Somebody might get stabbed or, something like that. But nowadays, man, when these kids going out, it's just so scary because in that split second, life can change, and not even that you got something to do with it.
Yeah, you
know what I'm saying? So that's I respect whoever those people are. If somebody knows something's going on and they hold you accountable and tell you, "Hey, bro, it's time." That's a true friend.
Yeah, that's love.
That's for real because it's not a lot out there.
And it be some of the people who you would think would be the main ones that be out to get you.
Right.
They be the ones that be telling you, "Hey, nah, it's time for you to go."
Yeah. What was your most memorable high school game?
Most memorable high school game. I got a lot of them. I'm gonna give you two.
Give me 2 or 3.
Yeah. So for football, I got 2 on them. One of them was when we beat Jackson. When I made the catch down there at the
Man, what was that, a one-hand catch?
I don't even remember. It was something like that.
Man, when you caught that ball, I looked at my partner and I said, "That a dog."
Yeah, but with Coach O'Neal, man, like I said, with his plan, he knew that whole drive that the ball was coming to me. Right. And you look at the drive, I got the ball, I think 3 times out of that drive.
Right.
The only one I didn't get it was the last play when EJ ran it in and he fumbled and Daddy picked it up. But every play that down, I got the ball. Right. I had one. I think I had a completion for about 20 yards. I got it again on the other side. Then I went downfield and I made the long catch.
Yeah.
That was crazy to me.
That
was
big. Them folks thought they were finna come down here and beat BTW too. They just, dog, they probably had ink. They probably had started paying for hotel rooms, wherever the champion. You know what I'm saying? They just knew
they was gonna be.
They knew it, bro.
They just knew they.
And they had a salty look on. Man, we were looking at them fans walk past. Ooh, long live Bruno, man. Bruno gave them folks hell when they was walking through.
Man, and I wish he was still here because Bruno is Bruno. And he was taking care of the kids. Man. And nobody never take that from him. He was making sure.
Listen, man, before Bruno passed, let's say if Bruno passed the week before, man, I sat and I talked to Bruno. And he said a comment. He never knew that, I knew stuff about football. I want to talk, but the love that he had for the kids that play for BTW. Now, you got to think, I've been around Bruno for a while, so Big Bruno talking trash, silly, to hear that emotional side, man, that dude really, they don't make them like that no more. You had, in my era, you had the Coach Knights, the Oscars, that's who took care of us when we were playing. This area, and this, you had Coach Shaka, you got Bruno, I give a big salute to Kyle Piner now, man. I see he be trying to do, it's a little league people, but those people are limited. You know what I'm saying? They are very limited, man. True. So when the city lost Bruno, and I'm a stamp it, the city took a hard loss because we lost Bruno and we lost Coach O'Neal. Back to back. And that was hard. That was a hard blow for the city, man.
Both was helping kids.
Both, man. That was a hard. I mean, you could see it was like the air just had got sucked out of the city for a little while. But now, kudos to the guy that's up there. I heard he's doing pretty good.
And to be honest, I feel like they're gonna have a decent season.
Yeah,
it might take him another year or two. Get a few more athletes.
I watched the Park Crossing game. My daughter goes to Park Crossing. Her little boyfriend had played for Park Crossing. Mm-hmm. So I was talking cash money talk, baby. Get them quiz. I mean, so let me ask you this though. Is Brandon the quarterback?
Brandon will be the quarterback.
Man, Brandon used to work up here, man. Yeah. Little guy. Yeah, I took a liking to Brandon.
I'm proud of him though, cause like he's taking steps to go somewhere.
Yeah, man.
And especially with him stepping up into that role, I never thought that he would be able to do it. Like when I came to the game, I was shocked. But you can tell they putting in work though. You can tell that he's willing to work with him though.
Yeah, that everything I hear about the coach, man, is good. You know, and surprisingly, I thought it was gonna be a empty void, with O'Neal. You know how they try to compare, but
But how I
we
feel,
getting some good talks.
I don't feel you compare coaches. I feel like you compare hearts. Because like you can have a coach who might be a good coach, but they ain't got the same heart that Coach O'Neal got. But see, this coach right here, he got the same passion for kids, though. I feel like, so I don't think it's gonna be a major fallout because Coach O'Neal, yeah, he was a good coach, but being a good coach ain't what made him though.
Yeah, that heart.
Being able to
connect with the kids.
He been able to call him at 1:00 in the morning, and I'm having a situation going on. I promise God, real life, I'm having a real situation getting on. This man get out his bed and come make sure I'm good. That would make you a coach. Anybody can lay the game out and tell you this, that, and the third, but you doing the other things like come to pick kids up or this man struggling, he needs something. If he need to come sleep on your couch, he gonna allow you to sleep on his couch while his daughter in there, his wife in there. Like that's love. That's love.
Yeah, I like that, man. Coaches can't be compared by their records. You got to compare their heart.
Got to compare their heart because you can be a winning coach and the player don't like you. That don't make you a good coach.
Right. What would you say one of the funniest things that happened on the field?
Funniest thing that happened on the field? Shoot. I gotta think.
I'm gonna tell you while you're thinking. I'm gonna give you I didn't play sports. I was in the band.
Yeah.
I feel like I was one of the best drummers to come through BTW. Played the quads, but all my partners played. You know, Frank, my best friend. The guy that I'm talking about is A2, Harold Marshall. Man, I remember we were playing. Might have been playing Auburn. Might have been Auburn or Opelika. I don't know what the play is. I'm just gonna say slant. H2 came across that middle.
Yeah.
When they hit H2 got up and went on their side and lined up for defense. Like he was playing defense. Now I feel sorry for him because they knocked his noodles loose. You know what I'm saying? But once you look back on it, you know, we kind of used to joke on H2 about that, man. But they knocked his noodles loose, boy.
Yeah, I feel that. Let me see the funniest thing. I'll probably say me and EJ, we was playing. I want to say it might have been Montgomery Catholic.
Okay.
And like before
the championship, like around the playoff time, I mean.
Yeah. Before the game, we were like, man, these boys scared. We ain't finna do that. So like I think it was like towards the middle of the second quarter. And like we was getting ready to go to a halftime, so it was at the end of the second quarter. We were getting ready to walk towards the end of the field. We had came by each other. We were like, dog, you remember that time when we was in 9th grade and we were playing basketball? We was in the state championship, and we were like, we're going to have more time to come. Like, we didn't care about losing the game. We were like, man, we got 4 more years.
Yeah.
So it's really not like a funny moment. It's a sad, but it was funny at the time because we were like, dog, we really just went through 4 years, and we said we had more time, and we didn't have more time. Like, the time go by so fast. And in high school, we didn't believe it. Like, the older guy was telling us, like, man, you better cherish these moments. Everybody don't get to make it here.
They go through.
So it was a sad moment, but at the same time, it was funny. Cause
when you think about it, yeah. I get you. Well, did you have any, like, pregame rituals? Like, was it something you did before every game?
Me and EJ, our only pregame ritual was to piss Coach Mitchell off.
Why?
Because if we pissed Coach Mitchell off, we had a good game. Because we knew he was going to give a good speech. If he gave a good speech, and he don't even know this. Yeah. If he gave a good speech, we know the other boys going to be fired up. So, like, Coach knew had a theme where we had to be back at a certain time. Me and EJ used to always go handle our little restroom stuff and all that. And then we'll be like, let's go get something to eat. We'll come back in there. It'll probably be like 15, almost 30 minutes late. Because at the point, like, we might have to be there at 4:30, but we weren't getting dressed till like 5:30 anyway.
Right.
So, like, especially we had a home game. We'll come back like 30 minutes late. We be just sitting there. We be sitting out the parking lot. He get to walking outside. He pacing. He trying to find where everybody at. We get in there. As soon as you walk in the hall, you hear him yelling. Now, he ain't never yell at us. But as soon as we get in the hall, you hear him yelling. Everybody get down here to the room. Get in the room, close the door. He ended up going out. He hot. But you can see it in everybody's eyes, though. They were locked in.
That's that motivation.
All the games where he was, like, calm and he went, like, himself, the team when they self. Like, he played a big part in getting everybody hype.
Amping everybody up.
The balance. Sometimes you gotta have that balance of the bad coach and the good coach. He was he was the one that was going to yell. Coach Neal was the one that was going to say it's okay.
Right. I got you.
That's my only pregame ritual though. Like playing football, I would just go out there and play ball. I wouldn't stand there.
Okay. I mean, I just know some people, they got to have a certain song that they listen to. What, did you have a song that, if somebody, if it was a song that amped you up, that was going to always get you right, what would you say?
Probably Adele.
Who?
Adele. I think it's Adele.
Adele.
I think it's Adele. I be saying
Adele.
Yeah, I be saying Adele because like, it's my own little thing, but it's Adele. But like I listen to some of her music, like Hello.
Yeah.
I be back there in the back of the bus, just loud. Mitch ain't like that.
And that amp you up?
Yeah, he ain't like that neither. Like when we were on the bus ride, he wanted to be quiet.
Yeah, but you be back there singing.
I'm back there turn.
Singing your heart out.
I'm back there turn.
Hello?
Trying to tell you, I'm back there turn. Everybody looking back there looking crazy. I'm like, just give me a few minutes though.
Yeah.
And it shows when because it calms you.
I got you. I'm gonna tell you, man. I remember when they started talking about y'all, people start coming. You know, you get to talk. Oh, this person, LSU come. Oh, this person coming, that person, bro. And I ain't an Alabama fan, but when I seen Nick Saban come to BTW, not his assistant, not the water guy, the equipment manager, him come, I said, oh, there's something going on up there at the BTW. There's something going on, man. Y'all, I think, and y'all, I mean, I'm quite sure you know, but you may kind of not know, bro. Y'all really made some history just off that, you know.
That's true.
Football, y'all did make history. You know what I'm saying? I don't think y'all probably made it the furthest at BTW, right?
We did.
Yeah.
And well, since I've been in high school, anything that they got up as is basketball, football, EJ with track, almost baseball, we own everything.
Right.
Like, can't nobody take that away from us. It might not be another team that comes through there. I pray it do. Yeah. But like,
y'all
make it to the finals in the finals. Basketball, we did it. Football, make it to the finals in the playoffs. 2 years in a row, we did it. Like, it ain't too much more you can ask from us.
Yeah, y'all got some talent up there, man.
But when Coach Saban came through though, what? Like, I'm not a Bama fan either, but the look my daddy gave me when they had tested him was like coaching them, coming to see him, but like not these coaches. Coach Saban coming, my daddy was like, that was like one of the most happiest like face I've seen.
He Alabama fan.
He Alabama fan, but now he don't even care no more.
Yeah, he gotta go. He gotta go with the Eagle, baby.
But even like he was like, forget that. Like
I mean, the city was like, man, Nick Saban, people taking pictures. That was big, man.
Yeah,
you know, and not to down no other coach that came. You know that ain't. But
it's different with Coach Saban.
It's just different. You know, Coach Saban is like the Alabama God.
Yeah, it's
you know,
different.
no matter if you like Alabama or not, you gotta respect him.
But I tell you what though, if everybody knew who Hugh Freeze was though,
back then,
man, you wouldn't be stunning Coach Saban.
Right.
That's how I feel it, cause Coach Freeze, he a genuine person.
Right.
Like,
right. I like Freeze.
He give you some of Coach O'Neal. Like I said, you got to call him 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
That's who you call.
Right.
Like he's one of them. He's not just a head coach.
Gotcha. That's good then, man. So you well taken care of.
Well taken care of. The Auburn family is real.
Now that you're at Auburn, my question is, do you get discouraged when you're competing against some of the other people that may have come from a Hoover or big time school in Texas, and you come from, you know, and they're out to us, Tuskegee, BTW is big because we just love our city, but to them, it's just low Tuskegee. So, do you ever get discouraged, or is the competition hard? Or
I say, and I tell athletes everything. Nothing that you learn in high school relates to college football. So,
really?
like, I don't care if you went to. I don't care you went to IMG Academy. When you come to college, you're going to be just like me. Because all the drills different. All the footwork, the way you got to move and all that, different. The only way you gonna know if you got coached by a college coach, but see, you might get coached by a college coach, but he's not gonna be the way that this coach wants you to do it.
Right.
So it's like you learn. It's like you at Little League again.
Yeah.
And you got to catch up fast. Like I didn't got discouraged. Like my first few months there, I felt like I was a nobody. Really? Not because of like I'm a nobody, but no, it was because of like I'm going through these drills. These dudes flying through like the older guys.
Right.
They flying through it like they telling you terminology that I don't understand, and they just getting it quick.
Right.
So like that was like a discourage, but as far as like competition wise, it's not. Other than like your older guy, but your older guy can be your older guys. When you came in high school, your senior was a senior.
Yeah.
Like it's no difference.
Right. Okay. What was that first feeling like, man, when because you left in...
I left in December.
Yes. All right. So you go to Auburn, take your classes, whatever. The first time you hit that field with that all-white uniform on, or I don't know what top you might have had up, it's blue, but you suiting up. You used to suiting up in the small BTW, but now you in this big, nice, fancy facility. What was that feeling like, man, when you hit that practice field for the first time?
That was one of the scariest moments in my life. To make sure y'all hear me, it was one of the scariest moments in my life. Man, I ain't know what I was doing. Because, like, I had the plan going in, but it's like when you step out there your first time, you be like, you be overwhelmed. Like, you just hit with it's like a whole bunch of pressure just hit you. Because now you be like, I gotta show them why they recruited.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I don't even know if I want to do this.
Really?
Like, I promised to God. Like I told you, I'm going to keep it a buck. That was my thoughts. I was like, man, I don't even know if I want to do this.
Too much pressure.
Like, it was getting to me. Yeah. But, like, once you, like with anything, you got to learn how to write. It's going to take you some time. But once you learn it, you learn it. It's a process, just like you trying to get a business.
Right.
Everything not going to start off fine.
Mm-hmm.
You got to start from here. You got to start cooking at the house and then go here.
Right.
It was the same way.
So what moment did you get yourself together, Joe?
2 weeks before the spring game.
2 weeks before the spring game.
2 weeks before the spring game. That's when I caught on to everything. That's when everything started slowing down. Like now, I go to practice. I just be going to practice like I was in high school. Right. But like then, the weekend that I figured it out was I was at home and I was like, just open the playbook. Then I opened it and I just started like giving it my own keys. Like coach might explain it this way, but I understand it better in this terminology. Right. And everything just started falling in place.
Did you have a good spring game?
I did. I messed up my first play out there. Quarterback pulled the ball, and I went for the running back. I got cussed out when I got to the sideline. But it's okay though, 'cause it's a part of the game. Like at the end of the day, he like, you'll get it next time. But in college, they're gonna tell you about yourself, but they're gonna still be there for you though.
Yeah, you'll get it next time. You gotta have that tough skin.
Playing against Alabama, last year we seen 4th and 31, one play cost the game. That could be my play that cost the game. So they don't want that. Right. They're trying to eliminate it.
Right. That makes sense. How do you balance training life and your personal life?
It's not a balance. Because either you're going to worry about your personal or you're going to give all the football. You're going to have to pick a side. Like I said, sometimes you got to stay in the house. You really got to stay in the house. Like, I got up at 7 o'clock this morning, had workouts, did my school little deal, came back, had a team run at 2:30, getting ready to condition and all things. I hopped in the shower and came down here. When I go back, I'm going to lay down. My day is over with. Right. Because tomorrow morning I got to get
back up.
Same
and
time.
That's a good discipline to have, man, because I know that freedom. Like I speak for myself. When I went to college, that freedom. Mm-hmm. I'm in the dorm. I ain't got to answer to mama, daddy. But that discipline you got to know, like you got a purpose.
Yeah,
that's key.
My pops, he built me that way though, cause like when I was in high school, I ain't had no restrictions. Like my pops let me do it as I please, cause he felt like he raised a good kid. But like I was the type of person like I can go, but I used to tell people my daddy said I couldn't go. I was one of them.
Yeah, I got
like if I had a family member that wanted me to go somewhere, like even with some family members, how about my pops said nah.
Can't ride out, yeah.
I can't do it. And the whole time they thinking, oh, Joe Dad don't let him do nothing. Nah, my daddy just ain't raised me to go do what y'all finna go do.
Nah, but it seems like, man, because this is really my first time just really sitting down talking to you. It seemed like, man, your head been on strong for a long time. Pretty mature kid, and I'm glad, man, you know, because coming from the land, I call 460 land, man, it's so easy for us to get deterred because it's so much out there that we don't have. Mm-hmm. And so it's so easy for you to experience or see that, and now you know what I'm saying? So to have your head on like you got it, man, I salute you, bro. I applaud you. I'm just sitting here thinking when I'm listening to you talk, bro, I salute you 100%. How has your training preparation changed from high school to college?
I'll probably say I do more so like more recovery, but like with the workouts, they're just more high intense, I feel. Like it's no different. Like if me and you was to go work out for a few days, you'll be able to do a college workout. It's gonna hurt. Mm-hmm. Like it ain't nothing that you can't get through. You just gotta push yourself. That's the only difference. Like in high school, you might be able to get away with it, cheat on reps. Right. You can hide in the back. But in college, everything is seen. Like if you're not doing the amount of reps you're supposed to do, they gonna know. Because for one, we got everything, like it's perched. They can tell how many reps you did, or they're going to be able to tell just off your scrim when it comes time to do other things. Mm-hmm. If you're not growing, then they're going to be able to see it. Yeah. That's the only difference, though. But, like, working out is just working out. Running is running. Either you want to do it or you don't.
What you majoring in Auburn?
I'm majoring in business. Yeah, but I might end up changing my major only because business, I feel like it's not I don't know how to say it because it might be other business majors, but it's not like a useful degree because you can own a business and not have a business degree. Right. You don't really need it. Like you might know a business degree. You probably know more than what the average person who do got a degree with social work.
Yeah, my degree with social work. Yeah.
You can. I feel like I want to like get a degree where I can use, where it might be construction or something like that because I do want to do real estate. What if I can go build our own house? Right. Only thing I have to do is buy the land. It's going to feel better, like things like that.
I got you. Yeah, research it, man. I mean, you got a valuable point. Yeah. You know, you got a valuable point. So Auburn Tiger, Joe, what can we expect from Joe?
For one, you can expect me to always be doing things like this. I'm always, like I said, anybody that try to reach out to me, I don't care who it is, even if you just want a phone call just to talk. Right. Hit me up. You can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat. If your kids got me, you want me to talk to your kids, I'm willing to do that. But like, and then on the football standpoint, just look for the same Joe. Nothing's gonna change. I only can get better. Put it like that. I'm gonna get bigger. I'm gonna get faster. I'm gonna get stronger. And about another year or two, be looking for me to get ready to go to the league. That's how I see it.
That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate you, man. Anything else you want to tell any people? Give any shout outs?
I didn't say it, everybody shout out. I just want to thank you for having me. Like I said, everybody don't get a chance to do this. I don't matter who it is. Just you reaching out to me, right. It make me feel like I'm worth something. Right. Cause like coming from where we from, people don't do this. Right. So like you getting a chance to sit in front of a camera and talk to somebody.
Yeah, about going on YouTube
about my life. Right. That's crazy to me. That's why I'd be so willing to do it. You would have left today, I would have been hot. I
was finna leave, bro. I was finna leave.
I would have been hot. That's why I was trying to hurry up and get down here. Like I love doing things like this because it give people a chance to actually get to know me.
Yeah, and man, this is major for the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? That may be scared to come up and say something to you or may not have access to you, but they can go and look at this interview and hopefully they'll take something from it to help better them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Again, man, I salute you, bro. I wish you nothing but the best. Everybody that knows Willie Streeter know I am a diehard Auburn fan, so I be sitting on the TV cheering my butt off for you, man. Sitting there cheering. So just keep up the good work, man. Keep making us proud, man. I know your mom looking down, man, happy as ever. Yes, sir. So just keep the motivation. I love the fact that you still want to do that for your sisters and you're holding your word, man. Just keep being you, bro. Yes, sir. Appreciate you for your time, man. That's us. We out.
Peace.
Another episode. We'll holler.